Howdy. Action going on in and around Europe. We have a rather active area at the moment. The Reykjanes Ridge. There's like quakes happening all the time. 4 hours ago, 3 hours ago, 20 minutes. And the biggest of them has been the 5.7, 10 kilometers in depth. No man's land. Very nice that we have still places where you can be free and be very alone, I guess, out there in the sea. But I have been checking out, I just started with these two quakes here 8 hours ago. Schlanders, Italy, 5 kilometers in depth, 1.9 and 1.3 at 10 kilometers in depth, or 5. So there is a rather big difference between those. And as I zoomed in into the region here, which is in Tyrol, there is this Bergwaal, mountain whale, or what does that mean? And because I'm curious, I went over to Google Earth and thought I'd check it out. Schlanders. What a funny name. Schlanders is a commune in South Tyrol in northern Italy, located about 60 kilometers northwest of Bolzano. Let's have a look at the pictures. I have been talking about water, mountain water, and these kind of things. So I bet there is water in this castle because they cannot afford. For example, if there would be a war and they would be surrounded by enemies that, hey, wait a bit, we just have to get some water from the river. We go back to the castle and the fight can continue. No, it doesn't work like that. You need to have water in that. At least, maybe also cows and food, but at least water. And I have also been talking about churches. Many of those churches, almost all of them, I guess all of them, they have their own water source. Maybe they are built after all to protect the water, the holy water. And the sites on which churches are built, they have probably been known since ancient times. They built a church on top of it in order to erase the marks of the ancients. That's a church in Schlanders on a hill. There might be water pouring out there. And probably it has been much more in the past than it does nowadays. Here's some picture, very nice. It seems we have some metamorphic rock here. Gypsum containing water. It somehow has this appearance of turquoise color. Furthermore, there might be some energy exchange going on between ground and heaven. Also here on the left, but I'm not sure about that. Churches and the water. Yeah, there is quite much water in that church. That's very interesting. I think this repetitive pattern. This could represent many things. Maybe even the mountain themselves. I didn't make it further than the submerged church, I have to admit. This was the moment I decided I have to make a video. Yeah. Red stuff here might be iron containing sediments, and gray. How can they mixed? How can they be mixed together? If not electrostatic separation took place in the moment of creation of the mountains. Check it out. Thunderbolts. Twisting filaments. Now that's very neat. Dragons. Unicorns are dragons too. Eagles in those coat of arms represent dragons too. And then we have the lightning bolt itself. So unicorns, eagles, lions, they're all dragons. They all represent plasma discharge event and the patterns they create in the sky and the ground. Yeah, it must be really silent inside this tower, I guess. And it seems to be a limestone castle or a limestone church. And here we have mountaintops shrouded in clouds. There, track charge. Charge accumulates on peaks and edges. It depends on the geometry of the surroundings. So this has been the pictures provided by Google Earth. Bergwaal, now finally. What's that? Is it a whale? What does it mean? Waalweg. Maybe it's just a river. I don't know. Hans Roti E took a picture and check it out, there's a water vane just beside the path. Just a small recap, I just looked up 2 quakes in the Alps, and I usually look for water and special places like churches, because I still think they are really strongly related to water, because it is very important for society. So the one who controls the water, who controls society. Kriegwal, Bergwaal. The interesting colored water. Okay. There is this structure here. I don't know what this is. So I just guess. You can disagree. You can make a guess on your own. You can put a comment down below what you think what this could be. Do they say anything about this? No. I think they know that this river every now and then floods. So they build up these kind of barriers in order to keep some debris from flowing downhill even further. Maybe it's wrong. "1974. And a flower. And the flowers are very common as symbols. And I think it has to do with Saturn with polar configuration, David Talbot. This might be Mars. This might be Venus. And these are the streamers of Venus. And behind that is Saturn. And there are plasma filaments, streamers. I think if you would take some of this water and just let it dry out in some place, it would be rather bright in color. This water stream has a different color than this water stream. For whatever reason. Yeah, very interesting. We have very interesting boulders here. Yeah. This would be much more interesting to go there. Personally, check it out. Maybe taking some fishing equipment and a bike. There are these kind of structures built here. I don't know exactly what they are, and here is something going there. Maybe someone was searching for gold. Nothing said about this. More structures. Bridges and such. Is it possible that here is coming another spring? Another stream is joining this one. And here we have this kind of double layer in the water where the water doesn't really mix. This is different color than this. This might explain the other picture we just watched of the different colored streams. I don't know. So here we obviously look at some rather ancient bathing facility. This might indicate the water being special, healthy, mountain water. And this is probably where the whole stream originates. Just pouring out of the rock. Pouring out of the mountain. Mountain water. Very interesting. Bergwaal. Never heard about that. Let's see if we have some pictures for this region. Bergwaal. I really would like to know about this health facility. Yeah, this must contain gypsum, this water. There might be something special in this house, I guess. Another bath, maybe? Ancient ruins, probably built by the Romans or something. We already have seen Romans with the thunderbolts on the shields. Yeah, it's a bit of pity that they don't really tell us about these things too much. Yeah, just pouring out of the mountain. Check it out. Yeah, what's that? What are these places? Yeah, we don't know more yet. Zaldoer actief? Bogenschießen. No. Let's just go upstream. Obviously, there have been castles up there. Holy places. Kapelle. Let's check this out and then I think we can leave it. Do we find any water here? I bet there is water. Sometimes it's really well visible when you just check out the pictures. Sometimes it's not. Let's end it with this picture, whatever it is. Mountains! Yeah, thank you. This was a little excursion into the Tyrolean Alps. We found water, gypsum, metamorphic rocks, and the place where the water is just pouring out of the mountain. Mountain water. And white rivers. Mount St. Helens, which is a volcano, white river. Nalchik, Russia, white rivers. Montmartre, Alps, France, white river. Udine, Parma, Walgau, Germany. White rivers all over the place. No one is talking about them. I do. I think it's very important. I think this repetitive pattern has to be, in a way, recognized because it's not there for nothing. White rivers, Mount St. Helens, which is a volcano. But anyway, thanks. Bye.